Hello everyone, it's Fiona and welcome back to my channel, Croeso I fy sianel. I hope you're all very well. Welcome to, I suppose, in a way, the final reading wrap up of the year, because although there's still December, I won't be making that wrap up until January. And I wish I could say we were going out with a bang, but it was not a good reading month. I feel like October and November, just the last couple of months, really haven't been hitting the way the majority of the year's gone for me in terms of reading. I think there was one, maybe June or July, where I only read, I think, 3 books. But other than that, the year's been really, really good. But this month, can't really say the same. So I spent the first probably 3 weeks focusing on this book, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I'm so close to the end. I started this at the end of October. Today is the 3rd of December and I have got, what have I got? 4, 6, 26, 30 pages left. So I can hope that I actually, well, I've been saying for ages, I might finish it soon, I might finish it today, and it's never happened. But actually I will finish this week. But that just, it took so much longer than I was expecting. I was expecting it to take a couple of weeks, but it's been like 5 or 6, just a lot more than what I was expecting. And it has been really good. It's just so dense. And I do feel I have to really concentrate on this because it took a lot of understanding for me to kind of keep up with what was going on. But it's gonna happen. I will be finishing this book soon, but that took up a great chunk of November for me. I also, at the same time, was giving little snippets of time to A Little Life. Yeah, Hanya Yanagihara. I started this in July. Still going, and this one I'm nowhere near finishing in comparison to The Priory of the Orange Tree. Let's see, I've got 28, so that would be 72, 292 pages left. I'm not even sure it's going to happen this year. But again, I'm enjoying this one, loosely using that term. It's a lot, it is a lot, and sometimes I don't want to hurt myself while I'm supposed to be having my fun reading time. And also the sections are so long, it's really hard to find somewhere to break. So you can see whenever I last read this, I just stopped in the middle of nowhere, and that was probably over a week ago. So it just, and then I find it kind of hard to get back into, but it's really hard to be like, okay, I'm going to read a chapter today when the chapters are like 90 pages long and I'm only reading half a page per minute. So yeah. Then I did finally pick up a book which I finished, and that book was I Love You, I Love You, I Love You by Laura Dockrill. This is a book I got from the library. It will be coming out soon in my next episode of the Library Diaries, which I think might be the video that comes out tomorrow. But I really liked this one. This is a second chance romance between second chance childhood friends to lovers romance, I think. It's been a few weeks. And at first it was really giving 3-star vibes. I was enjoying it, but it was a bit like It was very nostalgic towards being a teenager in the 2000s, which I couldn't relate to because I was a child in the 2000s, and I was born in 2000. So some of the things, I got a lot of the references, but they didn't necessarily speak to me. Some of them did. Some of them were a bit more, I guess, long-standing throughout that kind of decade, but a few of them were a little bit just ever so slightly outside of my time. But by the end, it was a 4-star read. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really special and heartwarming and wholesome and just lovely, and I really felt for Ella, our main character. I suppose I could tell you what this is about rather than just talking at you. But can I? I'm not sure I can. We're following Ella, and basically her best friend when she was younger is Cole, or was Cole. We're in a then and now timeline, and I really loved the then timelines where we were just watching them fall in love with each other but not want to do anything about it because they didn't want to ruin the friendship. And then we are years in the future, and they come together again after years of not speaking, and it's just lovely, and I really, really liked it. It's one of those books where it's a 4-star rating and then it goes. Like, I feel fine that I got this from the library. I definitely don't feel I need a copy of my own. But yeah, I really enjoyed this for what it was. And then I decided I wanted to make a reading vlog for reading books that I predict I will DNF, because I do have a few books on my shelves that I didn't think I was going to enjoy, that I thought I was going to DNF. So obviously I'm never really reaching for those ones, because why would I? But I can't seem to let go of them without trying them. So I thought, why not make a vlog out of it then, and get a good chunk of them done in one go. So I started with The Rapture by Claire McGlasson, and I moved on from that swiftly to You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi. I think I read about... Oh wait! Hang on, I got confused. But I think I read about 20-ish pages of this, which is not a lot, okay? I think I probably could have put a bit more time into it, but I was very aware of the fact that, oh my god, I've not read anything this month really, and I'm just, I want to have a book that I feel in love with and that I'm just really reaching to pick up, and this book wasn't that. I think even if I'd kept going with it, I might have ended up DNFing it later, or if I'd have read through it the whole way, it would have taken me ages to finish, because I don't think I would have been super engaged. But we're following a woman in a cult, and it's called the Panacea Society, which actually was a real thing in the UK in 19th century? 20th century. I think it ended in 2002, but it's quite a long-lasting thing, and they believe they can heal, basically. So it's all these women living in a cult, like a religious, somewhat Christian-based cult. And I think that our main character, whose name I don't remember, Dilys, I think it was going to be a story of her finding her own kind of realisation and breaking away from the cult, but I didn't get that far, obviously. So I think it might have been interesting, but the way they were just talking about Jesus won't love you unless you're perfect, and you have to do this, 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 this and this in order to be loved, and I just, that's not for me. Even though I think the main plot line was Dilys finding that that's not true, and actually I have value just for being who I am, I didn't like the lead up into it, because I don't believe in God or Jesus. However, totally respect you if you do. I think it's a wonderful thing to do, to have faith. But your God that you believe in needs to believe in you too. And I just was not getting that vibe from these characters who were saying that God won't love you if you're not this or that. Yeah, so yeah. That was my 2 cents on that book. And then this book, I think I got about 50 or 60 pages into this one. It was very spicy. It opens in a sex scene and they're really going for it, and like, good for them, I'm happy for you guys. But I was trying to read this on the train and I was like, like, the train was packed. I was sat, but there were people stood right by me, and I was like, they can just look down and see what I'm reading, and I didn't feel good about that. And I think this book is about, it's about Faye, who has lost her husband, and then I think we've moved on 5 years from then at the time of this story. Does that make any sense? 5 years ago she lost her husband, and now she's just starting to get kind of intimate with people again for the first time, and try and build some relationships, and just kind of start moving on to the next step of the healing process. But so it should have been really deep, and I'm guessing it probably was as the book moved on, but the bits I read just felt very surface level to me, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was full of spice, which is fine, but that's not really my thing. And yeah, I just didn't love it. So I decided to put that one down as well. I still have one more book that I'm planning to read for that reading vlog, but I haven't started it yet. And then I moved on to The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, which I hated. I think I also read, yeah, 20 pages, my bookmark's still in there. Yeah, this book was published in 18 something, am I right? First published 1894. The old English language used in this book, I just couldn't get behind that. I just didn't like it, and that was literally all there was to it. So I wrote this one down as well. And that's all my reading for the month of November. So when I said it wasn't a great reading month, do you kind of get what I meant? However, December is going to be amazing. I'm feeling super positive about it. I'm literally about to finish this. And I started my first like fully December read yesterday, which I'm absolutely loving. I only started it yesterday and I'm already way over 100 pages in, which is a lot more to say than any of these other books I read this month. So, and I'm just loving it. So we're off to a good start. It's going to be a great month. I just hope next month's reading wrap up is a little bit more exciting, a little bit more full, more books to talk about, more good things to say about them, and hopefully then that will set us in good stead for 2026. I think that's everything. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful December and I will see you next time. Bye.